hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know, you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Dikya.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Damn, you look like shit. First play a trick on him? Why would I play a trick on him?
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
Any payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Aggravate your father? What does that mean? Send greetings to your sister. Aggravate your father. Don't add. Sister. Send greetings to your sister. Like, say hello to my sister.
That will do.
From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
Shop.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Find American worker. Feels like it is. Pins, I don't think it's gonna make it through the censorship, but does please tell I problem cells. It's too much to read. Experience. Please stop with gentry snobbery. Oh, send you documents. That's right. Don't delay any longer. Use your task in addition to your pre-change neutrals. Use here to insight conclusion gather as well as information being a valuable source of knowledge. Either place where you can spend points, earn upgrades, or look recoveries of your saluters. As long as all items the owner own those are production map. Right. Map shows up just based on just allow you to track. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch from one you'd like to track. Just over go a path, follow something. This path is so serious that it'll lose you in an experience. No worries, the remaining objective will provide a way to solve the quest. So what now? Right. Pistol. I'm back in it. See, as a I can't say that. Oh, tum-tums. As a tum-tum, you're possesses exceptional perception. You see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow tracers or emotion thoughts, whereas you can reach your goals easier. Use perception to follow the path. I will go in a minute.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
Say thank you and get in. Ask if there's a healer on the road. Ask if he'll wait for you a little longer.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Hold on, helping for the something.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
We should see if the spiritual doctor I've been following is able to help me find a miracle worker in the tavern.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
Showing off your ID, you're not looking for trouble.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
The victory conditions. When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown at the bar below their feet, while your health points are represented by the bar at the bottom left corner of the screen. What damage? Wait, what? Damage. I don't know what that means. What's damage? Quick attack. Hard attack. Oh, suck, bitch. Oh! Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they are planning, unfold actions to at the top of the screen. Okay. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful for the card version. Yeah, I got that. It allows you to put the enemy's actions to find out what they are planning and unfold the actions to at the top of the screen. But keep stabbing me. Just cut.
Scares the Ruskies right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Find a miracle worker in the top. Can't move the camera.
Good boy.
Good boy. Oh. one already, Innkeeper.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time,
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Say you believe in the miraculous power, say you want to see it for yourself.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming
Thaumaturge.
from?
Thaumaturge.
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to
Thaumaturge.
say.
Thaumaturge. But I'm sick.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I would use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Time-worn prayer breeds with 30 woolen notes. Probably smells like deep. Smells like butt. Zilal gushing from the bead impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burn, but it also attracts. Eh? Is this supposed to be like a riddle? Pulses. Blue, purple, and graphite. Rasputin's wish. Conclusion. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his odor. I'll just say that now you got it.
Have you figured anything out yet?
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Observation are information you can acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make a conclusion. A valid source of knowing about the world events that can help you in different situations. Perception objectives. The I don't remember how you said it. Thaumaturge possesses perception, which allows him to read other people's emotion, actions, words, and thoughts left on items in order to recognize them. You must develop the heart's deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficient. On some items, you'll find a trace of someone's presence. It takes one of the three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you've seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
Okay. A dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from. Dimension force 2 level, word 1. Huh? First you wait, what?
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within it?
An ornate prayer book containing prayers from a Russian Orthodox rite. It vibrates with a languished moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Eh? What does that mean? Tracer, Rasputin. That's it. Who would have thought that this priest has such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals the outstanding lover, irresistible to woman's heart and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Oh, he's a naughty boy. Wait, wasn't that it? What I found. A patiently device from voluntary self-mortification. What? A potential device for voluntary self-mortification of the body? No, I know.
What have you learned, wizard?
Oh, the goddamn
Well,
thing.
you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, he left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Ask about the lady in waiting. Tell him the whole project is done. Ask about the lady in waiting for Petersburg? What lady?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
Shit. I don't know if I can help you. Say you can pay him well, say you're prepared to beg.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here. I need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Oh.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw it clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Okay. I wanted to sweep. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch from the one you'd like to track after switching the objective to the path following. Sometimes this path is so mysterious that it loses. How do I switch? On the Grimoire cover, there's our regular pyramid points. You can call them Thuma. Points that you can spend on the tree purchase skill, upgrades, and improve powers within the dimension, and hunt Thaumaturge to enable further development. Separate enables using perception and dimensions part. This upgrade enables using perception and dimension mind. I don't know what that means. What does that even mean? Enables using perception and the dimension deed. Perception and dimension word. It's 60% chance to do double damage to upgrade as points to dimension heart. And one heart. Source focus. Reduces focus by 1 additional point enemy is the state. Percentage enemies point action. I can't have a used.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
The coachman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. If I use my power, I should be able to change his attitude.
I'll be right back.
Using... To manipulate other people first, you must know a person's secret, which you can learn by making a conclusion. If the multiple manipulation is available, the character direction icon will change in the upper euro will appear next to the character. For what? Turning point. Made of string, sticks, and feathers, it's supposed to protect the residents from influence of evil power.
I felt something. Where is it?
They'll go gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Clean up. A bruised crimson apple. Wenzel was trembling, dropped a fruit basket, and left this orphan behind. Wenzel has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of her fluttering in panic and throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure food. And the person with the wallet. Speed. Get back to the sky. Back that way. The person at the font and lawsuits. Makes every attack on enemy do maximum possible damage. Let's see. Restores focus, reduces focus. That's what interrupt the enemy's planned attack. Separate adds a point to dimension. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. What the enemy is Bonus restored thanks to recipe in this help. This upgrade allows you to manipulate the dimension. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag, reeked with a sour odor of fatigue, attempts to free the wheels from his soft sole, made the spin crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire. And no one would help, such was his job. Such was his fate. What? Made the spine crack like fishbone, and the muscle burn with fire. And no one would help with such job. Shovel. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had freed the wagon's wheel from soft soil and had to let go. The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams at this moment is to rest. I can relive his suffering. No. Yeah, let's do that.
sensing?
Someone or something strangled this goose. Is that a dead goose? That's fucked. Hey, what happened? I didn't even get to see. Oh man, someone strangled the duck. I don't get to see. I don't get to read it.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
See, conflict neighbors. A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. Neighborly dispute. It seems that the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge. A classic. Goose strangled in an act of revenge. A classic of genres. Where is the justice here? Take a toll on the side. Or the wise woman's verdict.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Am I sensing?
Hand-carved and elaborately painted wooden box.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
It's the apple lady.
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
There's stuff there. Makes every attack the enemy. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Do I even have a strong attack? These strong attacks and focus. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all their focus, causing them to enter a breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow them to fight. Enemy has lost their focus is now in breakdown state. Great chance of just for on attack. Ooh. 6 damage restores your health points. The inflict damage target's health points determines how much damage the skill, but of course the higher the damage. Reduce focus. Inflict damage restores your health points by 0, which is half lost. Yo, what's up, Javin? Jesus. You just got stabbed in the gut, he's still alive.
You could say that, sure.
If thinking interferes with their actions so much, the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reason. Something's not right here.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please, please.
Damage axe shaft. The trace at first does not belong to Vensta. The shaft is... Oh, the shaft. The shaft is overgrown. Ooh, with thorns of bitter words. But there are others. Warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns. A love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. No, I know. Broken shards of blue ceramic dish. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrels erupt suddenly, spewing out vile and mutual complaints and grief. Its sweet, pungent taste stupid, a compelling screaming, fingers pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. What? No complaint and grievance. You got beat up? Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly until they are out of breath, but they persist together despite everything. Right. Salt on the door. Salt on the door protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortune. She's a witch! She's a witch! Excuse me, ladies. Bah. Just reading her personal diary and shit. Why not?
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
I'm not getting any. Wait, what? Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Something continues to elude you. Accuse her of taking advantage of the superstitious. Tell her you'll come back here again.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
I hope you'll still be alive. Damn. Alright. That leads me, mate.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't.
Oh, right here it shows two different ways. That's it. So the prologue. I don't know if we accuse her, or do we come back? Back? Or do we accuse her? Fortnite.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Accuser of taking advantage of the superstitious villager.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
What if she's not alive when I come back? It's not good. Use focus. An additional point of enemies. Turn trap enemies. It's the software as makes you lose focus instead of taking damage. Increase the damage from assaulters next place to cut gives the first fast. Let's go with this one. The deed, Mr. Deeds. The battle pass is almost over. How much longer is it? This battle pass sucked.
I'm not going anywhere.
We go.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
The cat. Enough.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Thaumaturge.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yaffians.
Locals say that since the death, all the demons hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good. Ask the woman about the fortune hanging over the village. Ask about the direct elders.
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed. Before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
The elder's death. Vasily's death was not peaceful. The elder died in flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Forgot this chocolate had chocolate in it. Superstitious. The woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a leech. His name is Bukavak. A peaceful and happy village, not quite. The villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the action of Bukovac. They are trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. Elder's Vessel's grave. Elder Vessel died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Stone strikes against stone, heavy guided by a hateful hand. The blows carry anger, despair, chaos. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing a grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Wow, someone sounds angry. Oh, that's so wild. Still exclamation mark.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever's carrying the flaw that lured the Salutor here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a Thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
Say the flaw you're concealing? I don't even know what flaw
it doesn't matter. The important thing is that I can now catch my next salutor. Make another bond with it, and its power will allow me to start influencing people. Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor.
What's my flaw?
People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
If I do manage to catch another salutor, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary Thaumaturge wouldn't even try it more than once. Only a few have multiple salutors.
Why?
Excuse me. Tell what happened. What are you doing? Oh, it's a bug? Go that way. Hey. Tell him what happened to you when you tried it once. The crowd answer, it only draws from the false pride levels, but will also feed it.
Because they're afraid. Like the ones who claimed humans wouldn't learn to fly or even reach the pole. But the failure of others doesn't mean those people are right. It means a mistake was made somewhere.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems, that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me. I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
It false pride, is it? No. What are you doing? The bug left already.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Restore door frame by some miracle is rise of fire. Fear has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame. Fear of the flames and trepidation about losing a loved one. Trace familiar impetuous person. Impetuous person. Yep.
I felt something. Where is it? I've so much suffering.
A charred old trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. Buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tremendous tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaves carmine wounds once, twice, thrice, and cuts deep all the way to the soul. So that's someone's beat me down belt. Said you fit the flop by. I don't know.
True fear.
A charred rag doll and appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like a varnish on an aged-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eye. So, I'm assuming the dad beats the wife and kids. It's fucked. That's it. dry blood stains that soaked deep into the burned board of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body, the heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the pause came, and the pain resounded anew. So they got stabbed by scissors and then burned alive.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
That's this trace. The same trace can be found on the rag doll and the item dropped by the woman. Vanessa smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge, because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
They look exactly the same. What are you talking about?
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still low.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Right. Makes attack on enemy doing maximum damage. These focus rooms on the new states. Did a double? Less damage, target health once a turn. Ouch. Got him.
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Like what? Get a pee. Be right back.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
Luca's trace. The shaft of the axe bears a distinct trace of Luca. It's identical to the one on the doorframe that burned the homestead.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
Vanessa about Luca. It is clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was the Basile's house on the night the murder and the fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Calm her down and make her feel safe.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a Thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it. Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Move! What are you doing? I don't have anything for you.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making... And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again!
Unless... you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Thanks, Kelly. You made me miss some dialogue.
Vesna's flaw is mine, and you are mine.
Difficulty level story. Combat is easier in this mode for those wishing to focus on story balance. Combat is challenging while allowing for a lot of freedom. The combat is challenging to win, you must plan your actions. Huh? Combat is challenging while allowing for a lot. Defeat a wall soldier, you must get rid of the shadow that protects him. Practice the shadow will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bars tell you when the wall soldier sends more enemies against you. Hmm? What's the shadow? So the first one my attack and the second one is his attack. Babuba has caused you to enter a suffering state. Status can have a binging or potentially deadly effect. Read their descriptions carefully and don't cut off guard. Receiving damage to you at the end of every round effect. How do I know what mine is? Receiving damage to you at the end of every round that affects stacks times 4.
going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Eh? Taming a Saluter. You defeated Bukovac, the D-Dimension Saluter, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Solitaire won't obey your orders. Stops you from developing. Wait! An untamed Saluter won't obey your orders. Stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothes his anger at you, the unachievable. That's random. Okay. Is that like foreshadowing?
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you alright?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you, why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine, I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? No, you don't need to see this.
Prevent Luca from making rash decisions. Force Venza to flee. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves.
Nothing has to be decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already.
Sharing a village with murderers?
You were the first to spill blood!
It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village. Phew.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, that's right. Station.
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
What can we see that mystery for? You'll additionally cast the state on a random enemy. Yeah. Action, reaction. Let's focus. Subsequently at the point to the dimension. What the hell's the dimension? What does it mean? What does it all mean?
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Betty.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Wait, you have to go to Warsaw? Okay, you just had to change. Say you just had to change your plans. I don't even know what my plans were.
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I skipped that scene.
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Does that mean I don't get to talk to the old lady? What the fiddlesticks? Oh, that's Prologue.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us, can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Oh, fuck.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
So I guess I don't get to talk to that lady.
When people unite, empires fall.
It adds points to dimension. I don't know what dimension is. Oh, okay. But
why such a crowd?
A circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Well, sir, the time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me, are you Polish?
I was born in Warsaw, but I'm lapsed. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Poliaki. We won that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Say you think she took you for one of what?
That seems more like a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down.
I'm sure he wants me down there.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирать. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
What? I'm so confused. Are those bullets?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely. I'm going to take a look around.
How about during the Kali incident needs them to help her inconspicuously escape?
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodи, we'll be home in November.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Dawaj.
Something elusive.
Sergeant, I didn't want to do this, but my name is Viktor Shulsky.
Shulsky or Smolsky, I don't care.
We'll make an example of you for the rest of these bastards.
Live yourself or a soldier. You can prove both. Growing your soldier's skill that will help you plan the attack. Summoning another soldier. You can summon another soldier at any time. The green frame around the soldier's image means they are exceptionally effective in a fight with a given enemy. Read the description of those. Find out why they will be useful at the moment. Oops. Damage. The target's health points determines how much damage the skill inflict. By points that have it down. Ultimately separate. Bitch. Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions that can be disabled. What now? To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a soldier that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all of the opponent's force and not just from attack. How the hell? Just this trait. I don't know. Skill disables an enemy's trait. Okay. Oh, I know the traits and stuff. The skill disabled. Suffering, receive damage. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Ouch. Where'd the gun from?
Understood.
I'm sure she escaped now. You lost revolver. You lost my career more.
Shulski, Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. What did they put such a swell in jail for?
Required the knowledge or context required to give a response. Required knowledge.
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
My name's Viktor Szulski, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Fuck?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck.
The fuck?
But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
But you don't look like much.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
We've got a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
Oh, donut?
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all of these crews might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Freedom fighter?
Szulski!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Szulski, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
My whole file. Donuts, 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 donuts. To train. Did I catch a train? Ooh.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
We've ruled out any coronary causes since the doctors couldn't confirm whether the deceased had a heart.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
You scared him away.
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem?
I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Voronian?
I will not keep you. That guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutors. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life. I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True.
Oh,
Please
snap.
forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kanichkin. Ivan Kanichkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.